Hawaiian festival in Phuket was probably the strangest event we've ever been to.
We kind of thought, you know, well, there'd be nice little vegetables and maybe some fruits, and we'd meet some pretty, you know, kind of cool people. But they actually have like car axles through their body. They pierce themselves. I don't know if you've seen any of the pictures of that.
Yeah,
and it's just incredibly horrific.
And they saw their tongue. It's very,
and they
very
saw their tongue, so they're bleeding. And I'm taking pictures of them. And as long as I had the camera up, you know, I could be thinking, you know, aperture, exposure, you know, and kind of thinking, well, I'm a professional at this and taking pictures. But I started leaving the camera down longer and longer and looking at them, and I just couldn't take it. You know, I couldn't take it.
But the Philippines was very an interesting eye opener. It's kind of a love-hate thing we had there. We met the most wonderful people. We were in this little town, and we brought our dinghy to the beach, and there's squatters all over the beach, and they're all kind of up against each other with little what do you call them?
Hovels, and they're kind of like living in plywood shacks and cardboard.
And so we asked this one guy, can we pay you to watch our dinghy? He said, no, you cannot pay me to watch your dinghy. We are brothers of the sea. I will watch your dinghy, of course. And I will not let anybody hurt it. So he brought it over by his house, and we had to walk through his house to get to the street, and they offered us food, and these people have nothing. And every time we'd come by, they would offer us food.
And they would get so excited, they'd say, we've got, you know, they'd save up their money, and like, they'd say, they'd hold up in their hands pig intestines. They'd say, we've got pig intestines tonight, tell Carolyn to come. They were so excited about the pig intestines. And you have to crawl through their houses, you know, and when we first crawled to get to the road, you know, like they tell you, don't ever do anything dangerous. I mean, it's just unbelievable how dark it is. And there's grandmothers who are taking care of babies who are being born on the other side of the room, and there's two hookers over there with some fisherman who's got a big catch that day, and there's people, you know, who are dead over there.
And the most gracious people you'd ever meet.
And they have such a big heart, and they're always offering us half of what they have. The big story here, as far as traveling around the world, is that we constantly come in contact with people who make less than $2 a day, and our boat represents tremendous wealth to them, even though it only costs $3,000, which is about what a radio costs in a Mercedes-Benz these days. And those people don't see our boat and resent us and want to take what we have away from us. They see our boat and think, maybe there's some cool people, and we party together. That's wonderful.
Yeah.